everyone, Courtney here from A Little Craft in Your Day, and I am so excited to be here with you in this video teaching you how to sew your own shirt without using a pattern. Patterns can be so tricky, but sewing your own clothes is such an amazing experience that I want you guys at home to be able to have that joy. And so I am bringing you this video, and we are going to figure out how to make a t-shirt together without using a pattern, and it is going to be so easy, and I'm so excited, so let's get into it. You will need 1 yard of knit fabric of your choice, some coordinating EloFlex thread from Coats & Clark, a rotary blade, a measuring tape, sewing clips, a ruler, fabric scissors, a homemade hem guide with 1/2 inch fold line, an iron, and a sewing machine. The first thing you're going to want to do is use your measuring tape and get measurements from your own body. My measurements from my wingspan, where I want my sleeve to start over here and where I want this sleeve to end over here, was 24 inches. So I'm going to add 1 inch to that and make it 25 inches. And then I measured from the top of my shoulder down to where I wanted the shirt to end, and that was 21 inches. So then you need to multiply that by 2 because you want it to go on your back too. So that got me to 42 inches, and then I'm adding 1 inch for a seam allowance, so I'm going to cut it at 43 inches. All right, so now we need to cut our fabric to those dimensions, which is 25 inches wide, and then with the fold at the top, we're going to measure down 21.5 inches and cut there. Now we're going to move on to cutting the hole for our neck, and we need to measure from this folded top edge 9 inches in, and then you could use a marker, but I'm just going to make a little slit with my scissors, and then we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So 9 inches in from this side, and cut a little slit. And where these little holes are, we are going to measure 4.5 inches down. So that's going to be right here. I'm going to cut another little slit, just like that. And then we are going to measure 1 inch in from this edge, from this slit here, down to our line, which is right here. And we are going to start our line here. So I'm just cutting a little slit there, and then do the same thing with the other slit. So we are measuring down to our 4.5 inch line, which is here, and then 1 inch in, which is here, and cut another little slit. And then we're going to connect these to create a rectangle with angled edges. Now we're going to measure 1 inch up from these slits. Which brings us to here, and we're going to cut a little slit there. Now measure 1 inch over from this slit and 1 inch up. This is going to be our corner here. And do the same thing on this side. So start it here. And then connect those just like we did on the other side. Then remove this piece of fabric to reveal your neck hole. The next step is to hem all the way around all 4 sides of the rectangle of fabric. We are going to use a 1/2 inch hem, and we are going to use a homemade hem guide, which you can make by taking a piece of paper and marking with a ruler 1/2 inch up from the edge, and then that line that you drew will help you to know how high to hem the fabric. For the hemming process, you're going to place your fabric right side down on top of your ironing board or a towel or something like that, and place your hem guide about 1/2 inch down, and then you're going to flip the fabric over until it exactly hits that line, and you can adjust it so you're sure. So here we are, and we have it perfectly on that 1/2 inch line. And then we're going to bring in our iron and pull from the top to the bottom and really get that edge pressed down. And you're going to do this around all 4 sides of your fabric. To keep my hem in place, I like to add a few sewing clips along each side, just to keep that hem where it needs to be as I move along to the next side of my fabric. I finished going around all of my fabric, folding it with that 1/2 inch hem one time, but we have to do it a second time so that the raw edges of the fabric are completely concealed and will never be seen. And then I just replace the clips as I go. Now let's go to our sewing machine and sew all 4 sides and around the neck hole. I'm using Yellow Flex thread, which is amazing because it allows me to use a straight stitch on my shirt instead of a zigzag, even though it is a knit fabric. At this point, you're going to need to put your shirt on, so put your head through the neck hole, make sure that the front and back are even, and then pin under your arm where you would like to start your seam on the side so that there is enough room for you to get your arm through, but not too much room. This is, again, a personal measurement, so I can't tell you exactly like measure 6 inches down, although that is what it is on my shirt. So here I have marked where I'm going to start sewing, and I'm going to sew all the way down the side, but leave about 1 inch open at the end for a cute little look on the bottom. So again, I'm leaving about 1 inch at the bottom, and when you get to that place, do a little back stitch. And you're done. Then do the same thing to the other side. Now our shirt is done. All we have left to do is cut any loose threads, and it was so easy, wasn't it? I had so much fun making this shirt with you guys, and I can't wait to see the shirts that you guys make for yourselves. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more sewing videos, and as always, check us out at alittlecraftinyourday.com. Thanks for watching. Bye!